Alright fellas, I got this here battery pack. This is an old school one. Got the sealed battery inside of here. It don't work. It's dead as crap. And, you know, this thing is probably only 3-4 years old maybe. I did keep fairly religious to a charging schedule. You know, wrote it down on a piece of tape, marked it down every time I charged it. I actually kept this in the back of the Envoy there. But we're going to go ahead and take it apart, take that battery out, take it down to like batteries and bulbs, batteries plus, whatever we have around here, and get a new battery for this thing. Because this thing is pretty killer when it works. I don't have one of them small jump boxes. And you know, I don't know. Maybe this thing is going to cost 60 bucks for the battery. If that's the case, no, I'm going to go get one of them little ones that fit in your pocket for 40 bucks or whatever. So you got one in the handle, and looks like 3 underneath both sides of the cables, the positive and the negative. You need to fish these wires through these holes here to get a little bit of room. It's a 8mm. You might have to put a wrench on this side to hold that nut. Can also hold it with your fingers. This is all you're gonna have to replace. All this other stuff in here, just leave it alone. Just remember, connect those two back up to your battery, your new battery, and those, and you'll be golden. 12 volt, 22 amp hour. Jin Hong battery. So definitely Chinese. Go take this down to the Batteria store. Alright, so we're back from the store, and this is what I got. I went to the batteries plus bulbs, batteries plus or whatever place. They wanted like 80 bucks for this. And if I dropped it down to the 18 amp hour, they still wanted 70 bucks for it. So I went to a local place here in town, dealing just batteries. So this thing, instead of being $72 at sale price, I don't know what that is, if they had a sale going on or not, I didn't know, but 50 bucks. So I went ahead and went with it. This one's 18 amp hour, but it's not gonna matter a whole lot. It's not a big deal, especially when you need one of these jump packs. You need it, and you want to have a battery that works in it instead of a completely dead battery. So any battery is better than a dead box. It did come with new hardware for this battery, but I'm going to use the original. It just lays down in there. Now, whenever I was taught to do this, it was always, when you're unhooking a battery, it's positive first, negative last. When you're hooking a battery up, it's negative first, positive last. And that's because of how much they spark. I think what one of the problems is with this battery is these terminals are not all the way to the side like they used to be. So I'm going to have to bend this guy. If it doesn't work, just force it. It's been working for years like that. Alright, so I'm going to have to do the same thing on this side that I did on this other side to make her work. So hopefully I can show you what I did. Yeah, so this cable guy right here, we need it to come through a little bit more to make this work. Now this guy right here, something good, solid, straight. Clamp down here and bend. You don't need a totally 90-degree bend on this, but you want some kind of bend so you can line that guy up. They don't give you a whole lot of finagling room around here. And like before, if it doesn't work, sometimes you just gotta force it. Do that, force it, works every time. tight enough where she's not going to come loose on you, but not tight enough that she finally breaks all the way. Go until the crack, then wind it back. Now, we'll make sure none of your wires are bound up. Anything sticking outside, anything sticking inside here near the handle. You're going to have to pull some of this wire out. Watch it there, smoker. Now that she's all seated up, all you gotta do is put the screws back in and check her. Just check something out here real quick first. Now that we got all that hooked up, we didn't mess with any of the internals at all. All we did was change the battery out. So there we go, we click it on. This battery came with a full charge. So she should be ready to go. And that's all you got to do. Okay, so as you can see there, I got the new date for when it was charged on. Here in another few months, I'll scratch that date out, put in an April date or March, May, whatever the case may be. And, you know, keep charging it, keep using it. Still full. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Love, hate, hardknocksforge@gmail.com. Don't send me any pennies, because they never fit.